Hi friends, it's me, Christiana Gaudet. I am live on my Facebook business page. It's Saturday, meaning it is time for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. So if you happen to be watching in archive on YouTube or on Facebook, you're not going to be able to ask questions. Likewise, if you're watching a cross-posted video on any page other than my business page, Christiana Gaudet, you won't be able to ask questions, but you might hear something that strikes you, that resonates for you. And if you do, go ahead and take that as a reading for yourself. That's how these things work. I want to thank those of you who just attended my YouTube live class on the Suit of Cups. Thanks so much for being there. If you haven't seen it, if you weren't there live, you can watch it in archive. I also want to remind you that this Monday evening, October 5th, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we have Global Tarot Circle on YouTube Live. I hope to see you there. Bring your tarot cards. We have a lot of fun. So, what else? I want to remind you I am available for readings by phone, Skype, Zoom, FaceTime, any of that. We can do readings, and I have opportunity this weekend, so don't be afraid to reach out. Okay, Christine, right now I am seeing your comment on Facebook because that's where we are right now. And we are live and we are ready to do some readings. Thank you all so much for being here. So here are the rules. For the Saturday Psychic Sampler, it must be a specific question. So, not can I have a card, not what do you see for me, not what does the universe want me to know, but a specific question. Oh my goodness, Teresa, you're Gypsy Jade. Oh my gosh, that is so cool to know. Okay, here we go. Let me say hi to some people. Alicia, glad you're here. Pamela, glad you're here. Nice to see you on YouTube this morning, both of you. Christine, glad you're here. Jeanette, nice to see you. Shelley, nice to see you. Jean Mnuchin, glad you're here. Anerdi, am I pronouncing your name correctly? I hope I am, and I'm glad to see you. Karen Winkle, it was nice to see you on YouTube. Glad you're here. Christine, glad you're here. Melanie, nice to see you on YouTube. Veronica, same to you. Glad you're both here. Okay. And Teresa, now I know you're Gypsy Jade. That is so cool. Okay, so I'm going to answer questions in the order that I see them. And the first question that I see here. Okay, so Jeanette, what is my next path? I'm going to call you on that. That is not a specific question. Are you asking career? Are you asking spiritually? Are you asking what route should you take on your morning walk? Specific questions. That's what we do on Saturday. Likewise, what does the week hold for me? You can ask that on Monday, not today. Every time we meet together, we do a different kind of question. It keeps it fun. It keeps it interesting. Today, Psychic Saturday Sampler, we want a specific question. If the question's not specific enough, I will do my best to make it specific. But, this is, part of this is teaching. I do this for fun. I do it to help. I do it to entertain. But I also do it to teach because the way we phrase the question really matters. Okay. So Jean Mnuchin with a great example of a specific question. How is my marketing for my new Zoom class so far? What else do I need to do? You need more, lots more. People need to get sick of you marketing this. If you haven't boosted it, make sure you boost it, put some money behind it. You talk about it every day, 3 times a day. More. Okay, very good. Claire Carter, should I trust my banker? Your banker is not a great communicator. I think you can trust them to be good at their job, but you're going to have to ask specific questions to make sure you know what's going on. They do not communicate well. Okay. Okay, Pamela, is it my best interest to move to Georgia? And if so, when? If you want to, it's fine. 50-50 in terms of best interest, stay where you are, go there, go somewhere else. It's all entirely up to you what you want to do. If you choose to make this move, it would be fine. It would be fine, and you might consider doing it within 8 months to 3 years. Okay, Veronica, how can I grow my business? By talking to more people and getting those people to talk to people. Up. Lots of talk on social media in general. It's all about networking. Okay, Christine, how will my daughter's foot surgery look like? It'll be next week. I'm so sorry she has to have surgery. Okay. I think it's not, surgery is never easy. I think it will be successful. I think keeping her mood up is going to be hard. I am concerned that she'll find this whole thing painful and depressing. I think it will go well, though, and it will be fine, and she will recover fine. You just have to work on her mood. Karen, how can I best handle the wedding today? By staying grounded and practical, and don't allow your mind to spin into places it shouldn't go. Just be grounded and practical. Hey, Jesse Perkins, haven't seen you in a long time. Nice to see you. Okay, so those of you asking for path questions, what is my next path? What is my best path? Specific question, please. Okay, Erica, same with you. Specific question. We can do what your week holds on Monday. That's what we do on Monday. On Saturday, specific question. Okay, Melanie, priority of need. What do I have to address first? Man, that's borderline. That's borderline. I'm going to do it, but borderline. And so that's how the card comes up. The cards come up, and I'm going to say this: healing. Whether it's physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual, what you need right now is healing. You need to look at the areas that are hurtful. You need to look at the ways that you tell your story that are not serving you or are not helping you, and you need to fix them. Hey, Sophie, nice to see you. Leisha, will I meet new people soon? I feel like you're walking away from some other people that you need to walk away from. In terms of meeting new people, that's harder in COVID, but I think you will, and I think it will be friends of friends. Louisa, am I going to sell my house this year? I'm assuming you want to sell your house, and if you do want to sell your house, then yes, I think you will. I think it will take a few months after it goes on the market, but yes. Okay, Teresa, what is the next right step for me in regards to home life and career? Okay, better. In both cases, be confident in yourself. Recognize your skills, your abilities, your strength of character. Recognize everything that you're good at and be confident, and also be confident in the spiritual protection around you. Okay, Shelley, will I be able to attend a very special event coming up soon? I'm concerned. Is it possible that there could be changes to that because of COVID? Are there other reasons it may not go off as planned? I have some concerns here about that. I think that, it is so important for you, Shelley, to have important things to look forward to. But with this particular thing, I do see good things here, but it may not be exactly as planned. Okay, Inarda, I'm afraid I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly, and I apologize. Am I going to get a positive result to the exam I'll take next year to become a history teacher? How cool to be a history teacher. 100% yes. Now, my saying that, don't let that make you cocky. It is not an easy exam, and you're going to have to study. You're going to have to study hard. But I think this is the right path for you, and I feel good about it. Martha, both my churches will worship in person starting tomorrow. What concerns, needs do I need to focus on? Now, the thing is, my understanding is that the two church buildings are different, and one building may be harder for social distancing. That's just a feeling I get, and so you want to be careful about that. Beyond that, recognize people are going to be very, very happy to see each other. They're going to be very grateful for the in-person worship. You know, you are great at leading worship, so really get into it and have a great time. Spread the love, spread the joy, but do not spread the disease. Be extra special careful. Raphael. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Okay, Cynthia. Am I going to be reimbursed of a service that a website company didn't do the work for me? Oh, I'm so sorry that happened. Will you get reimbursed? I think you're really, really going to have to fight for it. If you paid for it with a credit card, it would be good to kind of work on canceling it that way. I think it's going to be hard to get this done, but I think if you pursue it, you will find a way. Okay, Erica, with a new friend that came into the picture. Okay, that's not a question. It's not even a sentence. I'm going to, in the interest of time, try to infer what the question is. I think what you're asking is sort of what's going to happen with this new person. But when you say new friend, is it a romantic interest? Might it be? Might it not be? Maybe that's the question. Let's take a look and see. If this is a romantic interest, I would be extremely careful. I feel like you don't know the whole story. You know, and it's a funny thing because I feel like the question doesn't give me the whole question, but you don't know the whole story. So when we look at this new friend, I would be very, very careful. There's a lot here that I think you're not being told. So go very slowly and look for the information that you're not being given. Mercedes, I have to make a decision about where I'm going to live. Will it be where I am now or another home I have or somewhere else altogether? I don't think it's somewhere else altogether. I think it may be the other home that you have. That's what I think. Okay. TK, what do I need to do to feel more skilled and capable? I feel like I'm not skilled enough. It's giving me a crippling effect. It's all in your freaking head, TK. You have to pay attention. You have to nurture your head here. And I think that you, excuse my language, you shit talk yourself too much. Does that translate into India? But yeah, you shit talk yourself. You need to stop talking bad about yourself and stop thinking bad about yourself. And recognize your skills, your abilities, your strengths. You have many. Okay, Andy, nice to see you. What can I do to sell my house quickly for the price I need? Man, I don't know, but you're going to do it. I see it happening. Don't worry so much. I think it's going to happen. Carve some runes where they need to be and it'll go. Jeanette, will I get pregnant again and would it be with my husband or another person? Now there's a specific question. I think you may end up leaving your current situation. I'm not saying what you should or shouldn't do. It's just what I think. And I do think it is very possible for you to have another child if you would like. Diana, what kind of business should I focus on and how will I narrow down my ideas? I'm glad you have a lot of good ideas. That's wonderful. You should use your creativity, but you should do it in a practical way. So there's what do you want, what is possible, what is practical. And the thing is, whatever you choose to do, Diana, what happens is you're very talented, But then you get into these, because difficult things have happened and do happen. You get into these sort of negative mindsets where it becomes very hard for you to make anything happen. Avoid that. Jesse Perkins, does my dad hear me and attempt to let me know he is around me? And I am so sorry for the loss of your father. He absolutely does. Do you have animals around you? The animals see him and talk to him, and I think you can see the animals interacting with him. He likes to play with the animals. He definitely hears you when you speak with him, and he's trying to find ways to communicate with you, and he is so frustrated because he feels like you're not listening to him. So listen harder. And he likes to communicate through animals, even in nature. So when you see animals in nature, think about what they might be saying to you. Okay. Thanks so much for the feedback. I really do appreciate all that. Natasha, so nice to see you. I have a buyer for my apartment in Russia, have not been able to get there. Is it important to keep trying with this buyer, or is it better to wait for something better? Good question. If this buyer doesn't work out, something better will come along. But I feel like if you keep trying with this buyer, there is like a 75% chance the sale will happen. So it is worth to try. It's worth trying. Missy, I've been thinking about sending my child back into school after the holidays. Is this a good idea, or should I keep him home all year? I'm so sorry to say this, but I think all year. I apologize. And we can check again as we get closer, but that's what I think. Anita, will the current lawsuit pay off? Hey, Anita, nice to see you here. I think it's a hard one. I think it could. I think it's going to take some time, and I think that they're not going to make it easy. This is not an easy slam dunk. Okay. From my perspective, I have answered all the questions. If I missed you, if you haven't asked a question and want to, now is the time. I do want to remind you, I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom. You can private message me here. You can go to my website, tarotbychristiana.com. You can book directly on my website. You can email me. You can text me, you can call me, you can do whatever you want to do. I would love to read for you, and I do have time this weekend. I also want to let you know I am booking new mentorship sessions. We do a custom mentorship program. It can be geared toward learning tarot, personal growth, building a tarot business, making your tarot practice better, or making your tarot business better, whatever you like. Please do reach out, and please do join us for Global Tarot Circle. It's free, it's fun. It's this coming Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on my YouTube channel, Christiana Gaudet. I will look forward to seeing you there. Thanks all so much. You take good care.